about 2 months ago.
Howdy. My name is Timothy D'Alessandro, and I am a Texas conservative candidate for Congress. I'm also a Christian, I'm a husband and a father, I'm a registered nurse, I'm a United States Navy veteran, and I'm an Aggie, class of '98. America is an idea. America is not Washington. She's not our government. America is you and me. America was founded by ordinary, decent people embracing extraordinary, bold ideas and using their sweat and love to turn those ideas into our legacy. Indeed, this republic exists, it survives, and it thrives based on everyday acts of the passing of the generations. And that's what this is about. Like so many things in our lives, this is about our children. This celebration is about our future, and that's the way it should be. Happy birthday, America. But we would not be free to celebrate today without the hard work and sacrifice of those that are serving in our defense. I want to say thank you to our troops serving both here and abroad. Freedom isn't free, and they bear much of that cost, and I salute them. The old saying goes that a recession is when your neighbor loses their job, a depression is when you lose your job, and a recovery is when Barack Obama and Chet Edwards loses their jobs. President Reagan said that the 9 scariest words in the English language are "I'm from the government and I'm here to help." Let's look at some of the recent help from this government. They've borrowed $6 trillion since last October, and your Congressman Chet Edwards voted for every single reckless penny of it. In addition, they've printed trillions more. They've taken over Wall Street, the banking industry, the auto industry. They're trying to pass the cap and trade, energy, and economy devastation bill. And next they want to strong-arm you into rationed health care. They passed almost $1 trillion in pork-laden stimulus to keep the unemployment rate under 8%. Let's see, 8%, 8.5, 9%? No, it's 9.5. And look out, because President Obama says 10% is coming. On top of that, tax increases are coming. This administration is determined to tax and spin you to prosperity, even if they have to take every penny you have and borrow from your kids to do it. Remember what this administration's closing argument was to voters? Nobody that makes under $250,000 will see a tax increase. You know, this past week, President Obama's administration was on the talk show suggesting that that was more of a guideline than a promise. Are you surprised? Can I suggest to you that it's none of the government's business how much money you make? Can I suggest to you that it's not the government's job to be your nanny?
That's right.
If this government tries to help us anymore, we're going to all be on breadlines. The best help this government can give us is to stop trying to help us. Listen, this concept of too big to fail, it's a socialist construct. Too big to fail also means too small to be successful. The time has come to take back our government. It's, to quote William F. Buckley, it's time to stand athwart history and yell, "Stop!" Stop spending our children's future. Stop ignoring our Constitution. Stop treading on our liberties. And stop ignoring us, because we won't let you, not anymore. I used to say that the time has come to tell Washington no, and say it loud enough that they hear us. But I'm going to tell you something. They hear us just fine. As a matter of fact, Chet Edwards has his people here today listening to us. I have a message for Chet Edwards. Tell him we said boo. No, it's time to tell Washington no, and it's time to say it loud enough that they fear us. That's happening. That, my friends, is happening. Chet Edwards is genuinely concerned for his seat. What he's concerned about is YOU, and he should be. Late in the evening, Friday a week ago, after voting to bring cap and trade to the floor, Chet Edwards voted against it. He wants you to believe that that means he's independent. But no, he had to have Nancy Pelosi's permission to vote against it. And then only after she had enough votes for passage. I'm telling you something right now. We don't need Nancy's boy as our representative. Here's the thing. Edwards is concerned for his seat. Together we can break him in 2010, but it's about more than the 2010 election. Between now and then, we can bend him. You need to call his office every day. Hey, and while you're on the phone to his office, tell him something from me. Tell him next time I'm voting for Timothy. This idea that is America burns brightly today based on the spark of a tea party. And tea parties will restore this nation to our American exceptionalism. Wait and see. God's eyes still shine upon us. Listen, do not fear for America, because she is an enduring idea. Reagan said that we are an inspiration and beacon and hope for the world, and that is still the case regardless of Barack Obama. This nation has a history of surviving and thriving not because of government, but in spite of government. It seems to me that every generation or so, Americans need a stark reminder why our conservative values are best. It took wandering in the Carter wilderness to bring us to a society ready to embrace President Reagan, and this current administration will bring us to an America ready to re-embrace our timeless values. We must be ready, we must be bold, because they're going to learn the lesson that elections have consequences. We here are the defenders of our American heritage. Our republic is crying out for heroes, and we are answering that call. I salute you, but listen, you are not alone. We are not alone. That inner voice in you demanding that you must stand up for liberty and freedom is the voice other people are hearing. They hear it too. We are not alone. It's a growing voice. It's an impassioned voice. Listen to it. It's waiting for us to embrace it. We must reach out and cultivate that message. Are you ready to do something about your government? Come. Join us. I will be the most conservative candidate in this race. See, I believe the most conservative candidate should be your nominee. If you can find a more conservative candidate, you should vote for them. Here's the thing. We have 220 some odd Republican congressmen in Washington. Why aren't they all, every day, on all the media outlets, crying the one thing that matters, the one question that matters in front of this government? Where's your constitutional authority for this? See, I'm not just running against 100% of the Democrats, but 60% of the Republicans. The Republicans in Washington don't want to ask that question because they don't want that question asked of them when they get power back. We need more than just Republicans in Washington. We need constitutional purists in Washington. That's me. My name is Timothy D'Alessandro. Come and join us. My website is timothyforcongress.com. It doesn't matter whether you put the number 4 or you spell it out. We got them all. timothyforcongress.com. Happy birthday, America. May God's eyes ever shine on us. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America, because I love it so much. Thank you. Hey, by the way, we've got a booth over here for a few minutes. We've got to go to Cleburne and speak. If you would like to get a flyer from us, we're going to see about handing a couple of them out. It's got some of our positions on it, and our website has our positions on it under the positions tab. Read my positions. I am the most conservative candidate in this race.
That'll work.